So here we are this morning for the third row of blocks going on. So I've built up a couple of pieces scaffolding for each side to help us with lifting the blocks up that high. And here I've got the string line all set. It's down at the moment because the tractor was driving through with the scaffolding. But yeah, so we're all set to go now.
Now I thought the scaffolding would help because we're up to level 3 and just the height of it and placing these very heavy blocks. I thought it was a good idea, but in the end they just got in the way, and as you see, by the time we got to about the 4th wall, we had disposed of them altogether. In the end, Reese and Caden did most of the heavy lifting up to that height. I'm just a little bit shorter than they are. And so there we are, 3 layers of block work done. So the next stage is now to fill those 3 rows up with concrete in the middle. In the end we mixed up about 0.8 of a cubic metre of concrete to fill the wall up. Each concrete mixer load made up about 40 litres, 2 20-litre buckets. And they actually filled up one 750 column, 1 block high each time. So it did take a while for us to do this, a couple of hours. And we were quite tired at the end of it.
And there we have it, block work filled up with concrete. So I mixed it, and Caden and Reese came down here with the ride-on and filled it up. Good effort. So we've still got one more block to put on here and at each end where the reinforcing is standing up. One more block, and then the cappings, which are those ones over there. Those are the cappings.
Sorry I don't have any video of us putting the 4th row on, but I'm sure you're sick of watching us lay blocks by now. So here's the final product.
And there we go, the finish of the wall. Well, finish of most of the wall. Still need to clean it up and then seal it, but as where all the concrete work, that is done. And we won't be doing that. That is a big effort. It's taken quite a lot to do that, to be fair. But it has come out looking very nice. both sides. And here's the other side. And so in respect to the gates, the next thing is we need to bring some power down here. It's about 130 metres from the house down to here. I'm going to bring along the fence line, and the control box is going to be on the back of this wall here.
So the next step before we seal it was to clean the wall with just pool chlorine, and diluted that down to 1 to 4, and just basically sprayed it on and waited about 2 or 3 minutes, and then washed it off, and it turned out really good. It took all the green off the wall and all the other stuff.
Right, here we are. The next job on the list is to seal the wall. In fact, I've already given the wall one coat of sealer. It's looking a little bit darker, as you can probably tell. It's not so white. And I'm just gonna, this beautiful day, gonna give the second coat of the sealer. But before I do that, I have to clean the bird poop off the wall. Now, yes, you can see if I do that, you see quite clearly that the sealer, the first coat of sealer I put on, is working. It actually does stop the water penetrating it, so that seems to be working quite well. Yes, it's actually not too bad to clean the bird poop off. And of course it looks like there's a damp spot there where the bird poop has probably got into the sealer a little bit, but the second coat should stop that and give that an hour or so to dry before we do the next coat, and should be all good. The sealer looks like it's basically a very watery, milky substance. It's not thick, and it's water based, so everything cleans up very well, but it surprisingly does a very good sealing job.
So the product we're actually using here is from Hinuera Stone itself, and it's a very easy product to put on. I used the brush to do the joints, and Caden rolled the rest of the wall with it. Yeah, and it seems to be really good. I guess we'll see in a couple of years' time how long it's lasted.